Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, JennyReaction. Now before we get started, please make sure you like, share, also subscribe. Make sure you have all your post notifications on because every time I drop a video, y'all will be notified. I hope you today is having a blessed and beautiful day. Now today I'm going to be reacting to Safaree's video that he had did on YouTube. Now we had seen the ups and downs that Safaree and Erica was going through. Erica always downplaying him, calling him a deadbeat father for not being responsible for his two kids. And apparently it looked like he got fed up with the situation that he decided to go and make a video about it. So it says, story time, the truth about being a deadbeat, my truth reveal. So like always, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. We're going to go right now and jump to. So Erica still putting hands on people, huh?
I don't even know where to start. Um, but I'm putting everything out there because the fact that people, even whether you know me or not, there still has to be like a certain level of common sense when it comes to just being a judge of character. And this has nothing to do with TV at all, none of that. Like this is real life because kids are involved. And this deadbeat narrative, it's like it's just so jarring to me. It does give me a headache sometimes, but then I'm pretty good at just brushing things off, but
Now, remind y'all, this whole thing started with Safaree stating to the judge that he wanted to lower his child support because I guess he can't afford to pay it. And I guess that went, to Erica's head and she started posting stuff about him being a deadbeat and not be able to pay child support. So he did get fed up and now he is exposing her.
People who know me and especially know my situation, they're like, yo, how long are you gonna stay quiet? And I just, I be sparing people. And then at the same time, it's like, yo, it's nobody's business, but I feel like everybody just feels like they know my business, and if it's reported, it's news, and that it's the truth and it's real. But I'm pretty sure that there's some men out there who could relate to this. And when it comes to being a father in a co-parenting situation where somebody wants to have full control of every single thing and they can't have control, it's just not going to be a easy transition, especially when the other person is just used to it being one way or very controlling or still wanting the whole family dynamic, and it's not there anymore. But I love my kids, and it's gotten to the point that I have to put myself first because I'm either going to end up in jail.
Oh, she is hitting him in front of the kids. Now that's crazy. Like, if you're gonna get into some situation with your baby father or whoever it is, why put the kids in the middle of this whole traumatizing thing? Now, this is not the first time that Erica did put hands on people. She put hands on Sin. She put hands allegedly of her baby father as well. Now, she does have a lot of anger issues that she needs to take control of it because she's going to wind up hurting somebody real bad and she's going to be behind bars. And for her to even do that in front of the kids is sick. She shouldn't have done that. She should have kept her cool and just wait until the kids are out the house or whatever and then deal with the situation. But putting hands on somebody is a big no-no, because then if that person put their hands on you, you would be the first one to call the cops and press charges of domestic violence because you couldn't control yourself and that person got fed up of you putting hands on them.
Dealing with someone who is just, whose anger management is just non-existent.
Oh, she throwing things in front of the kids. She do not care.
I remember I got a 2-bedroom condo, and the first time I had my kids come over there after my divorce, and I started the whole visitation week and having my kids for the days I was having them. When my kids first came over in my condo, it made me so depressed because I was like, yo.
You could tell he's hurt.
I felt like they were so confined, and I didn't feel good about it. And I said, yo, I gotta get a house. I need a house. I can't have my kids running around in this condo and hurting themselves and just not being a fit to raise, 2 children in a co-parenting setup. And I found my house. And I'm gonna be all the way blunt and straight up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this house because of my kids. I got this house for my kids. Seeing my kids be here running around is the best feeling, you know? You know, when you have children with somebody who, at the end of the day, it shouldn't even have happened, because I should have just noticed certain things when it came to parenting. You know, when you're with someone for 3 years and they have a child, and you probably saw the child 3 to 4 times because the child was put off to go live with somebody else. And
oh, now he's talking about Erica's oldest son. Now, there was a lot of speculation that Erica didn't take care of her oldest son, and her oldest son didn't want no parts with her. So now I guess he's talking about that situation.
You know, you kind of look past it when you don't have kids or you're not thinking about that. I never even was like, yo, why doesn't your son live here? And then when you finally get to have a conversation with the son and find out why, it's crazy. You know, imagine speaking to a child who's of age and knows what's going on. He's 16 years old, and he says, if I ever had to live with my mother, I would kill myself.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
I wouldn't make that up, you know? And it sucks that I gotta really just run this down because of this smear campaign and somebody who gets such a high on just talking about me and picking and choosing what kids you want to, have in the forefront and get whatever extra attention you get off of it. So I kind of just looked past certain things and thought that, maybe I could help and make things better. But when you aren't with somebody and it doesn't work out, and the two of you are just
she's not even letting him go. She keep pushing him.
in a
Girl.
weird space, and
See, it would have been a whole different scenario if Safaree would have had snapped and put hands on her, because she does not know how to control herself. Especially, I feel bad for the babies. They don't deserve seeing the mother putting hands on their father. That's crazy.
everything is a fight, especially in front of the kids. I'm not going to subject myself to that.
And she's throwing things in front of the kids. That's crazy.
Ever seen me upset. My kids have never heard me yell.
Yeah, go ahead, you too, bitch. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because your other 2 kids are going to be miserable just like you.
Mm-mm.
Oh, fuck all of y'all. Go ahead. Jerk off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. All because of you. All because of you. All because of you.
I don't argue that That's just not in me. But, you know, on the other hand, the other side, they don't operate or think the way I do. And when I have my kids and someone is pretty much trying to police and parent and like watch every single thing I'm doing and call, oh, who's there? What's going on? It's just so unhealthy, so excessive, to the point where it just creates a lot of issues. Like, you can't pick and choose when it's okay to say, okay, the kids are good, and then if we're not, you know, in a good space, then it's an issue, you know. I've taken my kids to Jamaica. If I was such a bad parent, nobody's gonna let a man take the kids to Jamaica by myself. I didn't have no help. And I don't want a biscuit for it. I did it, you know. It just creates such a level of toxicity that it's better to just be like, you know what? I'm going to deal with this through the courts. And when this thing gets sorted out, how it's supposed to be sorted out, then, okay, we'll figure it out. So for the past, you know, few months, that's what I've been dealing with when it came to, you know, looking for lawyers and just trying to figure out this whole thing, because my original standing order for this child support and the visitation and all of that, everything, it originated from Georgia. We moved to Florida. When we moved to Florida, everything has to get transferred over. It just got transferred over like this week. So now I get to find out what this new setup is going to be, because I refuse to go to her house to pick up the kids. I refuse. I'm not. It's just too unstable, too unpredictable.
Oh, wow, he got scratches in his face and everything.
A police
See, Safaree should have called the cops on Erica and put some domestic violence case on her, because she actually gave him a scratch in his forehead.
Or if the kids are somewhere else and I'm picking them up from there. But everything is just done off of spite and being malicious intent on the other end.
At this point, she's throwing a temper tantrum like a 2-year-old.
Like, you know, when people look at me, I don't look like I'm carrying stress. I don't look like I'm losing weight. I don't look like I'm just harboring so much hate inside me that it physically begins to show. And I'm a father. I'm a grown-ass man. When I have my kids in there with me, they're under my care. They don't have nothing to worry about. So I'm not going to have anybody acting like they need to know every single thing going on. When I was filming Love and Hip Hop, Miami, and I had my kids here, calling, oh, where the kids at? What are they doing? Oh, you better not be filming with the kids. Oh. First of all, I've never filmed with the kids ever by myself on Love and Hip Hop. They're not a part of my storyline. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm not gonna be in the park pushing the kids, playing. Oh yeah, like of course they wanted to see me film with them, but you know, both parents have to sign off on that, and you know that wasn't happening. And you know, the last instant of when we had a transfer with the kids, it was, she called me and said, hey, I'm in the area. I could save you a trip. I could come pick the kids up. And I'm tired and I don't want to do the drive. And it was like really like early in the morning or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I let her in, lay down in the kids' room. One of the kids was in there. Next kids was laying with me in my room. And when she gets up, she's like, she wants to have a conversation with me. I'm like, okay, let's talk. As soon as she starts talking, it's yelling, screaming, all of that. I said, yo, look, I'm not doing that. And if you can't talk to me normally in front of the kids, where the kids don't realize that we're having
an argument,
a discussion about something that we're not agreeing on, then I'm not having it. Oh, I don't give a heck, blah, 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 all this yelling, whatever. So I'm like, okay, forget it. Just, you know, you here, pick them up, you can leave. And in my face, all of that, blah, 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 and all that. So I'm like, all right, you don't want to leave. I call the cops. I'm on the phone with the cops. I'm telling them, hey, you know, before this escalates, I would like police presence here because I want her to leave. Filming me calling the cops. Okay, I'm calling the cops. You're filming me. You're the one with the anger management problem just going off. So break stuff up in the house, has the kids running over glass, breaking stuff up outside.
Nah, she destroyed his house. Wow. No kid should be living like that. That's crazy.
After that, I just was like, you know what? If I can't pick up my kids in a place that is like a drop-off point or a police precinct, I'm not picking them up because I'm not going to her house ever again in life. My daughter, she has an iPad. I'm blocked on the iPad. My daughter's 4 years old. She doesn't know how to block people. She doesn't even know how to text. Childish, just like BS like that. So I'm like, okay. The next time I got my kids after that, oh, no, prior, before that, when I went and I was going to get a restraining order because, you know, she's doing stuff like showing up in my crib, 5 o'clock in the morning, pulling out a ladder, hopping the fence.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God.
Wow, that's
What is
crazy.
that?
Oh, she's beyond crazy. Wasn't even doing that. Then going to his door. Oh, Safaree, at this point, he needs to put a restraining order against her.
Banging on my windows. My son's birthday party was like a month after that. No, like it was a while after that. And then when I went to the party, they said, hey, you want a restraining order, but you went to a party, she was there, so you must not be in that much fear. So I had to drop that case. And this is me having to have 2 different lawyers. So this is 2 separate lawyers for one lawyer for that and another lawyer for this whole family court thing. And next time I got them, it was for, you know, beginning of the summer. And I was like, yo, I'll keep the kids for the summer. Let me know. My mother and my sister's here. They love being around them. They want to be around them. That's the issue. I can't reach my daughter's iPad. Pickup situation isn't sorted out. So when I finally do get them, I sign them up for summer camp. She gets so mad at me for signing them up for summer camp. There's a summer camp by my house. She lives 40 minutes away from me. Summer camp. I'm like, cool, I got them. Let me at least do that. Because, you know, they were here. My mother was like, yo, you can't just be having them here playing, whatever. She was like, they need some, you know, structure. Sign them up for summer camp. I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I signed them up for the summer camp. I paid for it. I paid $2,000 to put them in summer camp.
Oh, that's a lot.
They went to summer camp for 3 days because she had such an issue with me putting them in summer camp by my house. And was like, why did I talk to her, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, I have the kids. They're under my watch and care. I want to put them in a summer camp by me. And I'm going to show y'all because this, like, not just talking just to talk, but put them in summer camp. This was the first month. This is what it was supposed to do. This is what it's supposed to be. This is the schedule. Summer camp July, boom, boom, boom. The entire month. This was going to be their schedule for the entire month. This is their lunch schedule. This is one of the things she made for me in one of the days that she was in summer camp. So I'm like, okay, what's wrong with putting the kids in summer camp? And it just was such a control thing, and it created it created so much drama. Oh, drop the kids off. Oh, you put them in summer camp. Great ignorant conversation to the point where we don't even speak direct. Like, my house is set up for them. I got their shrine set up. This is for them. This is their area. You walk in.
Oh, you guys room set up nice.
Ain't no deadbeat doing this. Deadbeats ain't doing this. Mm-hmm. My daughter's room is bigger than some adults' rooms, and it's just so insane to me how people just, oh yeah, you're a deadbeat. Yo, I know about real deadbeats, and this situation is all about control. This woman texts a naked picture of me to my mother and my sister because she wanted to let them know that oh, you and your son, I'm pretty sure your son's not telling you what's really going on between us and all of this other nonsense. Okay. Me and you are still, having a relationship, and that's over with. Thank God that's over with. Like, I prayed about that, and there's absolutely nothing physical going on anymore. And you taking naked pictures and sending it to my mother and my sister.
That's so disrespectful and crazy.
Do what and prove what? My mother and my sister are the most least problematic people on earth. My mother's not one of those mothers. She's not like a TV mother who's here acting rah-rah and doing a bunch of ignorant nonsense. Like, my mother is so calm and zen, and anyone who knows my mother and my sister and what they do, like, my sister and my mom, they are in the holistic field. Everything about them is zen, herbs, teas, spiritual. And you're sending naked pictures of me to my mother and my sister. For what? And it's like, that's the type of nonsense I have to deal with. I cannot ever pick up my kids in peace. Everything is just long and drawn out. And it's just so unfair.
All right, guys, so I'm just going to leave it here. Now, this situation is going on with Safaree and with Erica. It's crazy, especially in front of the babies. Now, they didn't really have to see this whole drama that's going down between them two. Erica always had been doing this from the beginning of Love and Hip Hop. She did it to Rich Dollar. She did it to Sin. And allegedly she did it to, I guess, her baby daddy. And now she's doing it to Safaree. Now, I don't know what was the reason why. I understand Safaree liked her. But in the right mind of you seeing everything that had went down and she has a pattern, what was the purpose of him trying to be married to her and have kids? Because now he has to deal with this crazy mess that she got going on. Now, everybody is saying that, Safaree is a deadbeat. It could be true or cannot be true, but as I seen in the video, he does love his kids. And the way that she's making him feel that he is a deadbeat is uncalled for, because at this point, because if it was a different person and, she kept putting hands on her, that person is going to go and react back and put hands on her. And then she would have had put a domestic violence case on her. Now, I just feel that Safaree should have had, pressed charges on her and put a domestic violence case on her, because she don't know how to keep her hands to herself. And maybe this time she will learn her lesson if he would have had done that. But I understand he don't want to do it because the mother of his kids. But overall, she does need to respect the father of the kids as well. And even respect the kids, because at this point, you putting them through a lot. You putting them through trauma. You putting them to hurt seeing the mother and the father always into physical altercation. And for some reason, I just think that she needs to get some type of help before it's too late, because she's going to wind up hurting somebody or hurting even herself. But overall, guys, just leave a comment down below and let me know how you felt about the situation with, Safaree and Erica. And I'll see you next time with another JennyReaction.